Hey guys, my name's Noah if you're new to my channel, but if you've been here before, then welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at something very different than I usually do. I'm steering away from my plant videos just to do a furniture flip that I'm really excited about. I've recently been stalking YouTube for videos on these and I'm so invested in them. I can literally spend hours and hours and hours watching people flip furniture. As you guys may know if you've seen my other videos, I've been pretty into like Facebook Marketplace, like buying and selling. I've been doing that a lot, so I feel very well versed in that. And I bought these chairs that you could see behind me right here, and I love the style. They're like these retro wooden chairs. The cherry wood, they're like they're not really cherry wood actually, they're just like this beautiful wood color, and I definitely want to leave that. But I already took one of the seats off and this is the pattern, which is a no-go, and I really don't like it. So I'm going to be just reupholstering them, so it's going to be a simple flip. The real question is going to be, will I be able to sell it? So I'm just going to let you guys know everything that I'm in with these chairs. I found them on Facebook Marketplace for $15 a chair, so I did pick up 4. The person did have 5, but I felt like if I was going to sell a dining room set, 5 is like an odd number. It would have to be either 4 or 6. So I decided to just pick up 4, so that put me at $60. And then for materials, I went to Joann's for some fabric to reupholster them, and I actually ended up buying way too much. I could have gotten away with less. I didn't really understand the whole yard and inches. I'm gonna have extra, which will be cool because I could do another project with it. I'm definitely gonna save it. But I would say I spent $33 on fabric, so I'm just gonna count that because who knows, maybe I will use all of it. So I'm in at $60 plus 33. That means I'm in at $93 for these chairs. I'm hoping to be able to sell them for at least $300 and make a good profit right there. So we'll see how it goes. I will share with you guys the whole process of listing it and if I'm able to sell it or not. Stay tuned for this whole video so that you can see if it sold or how much it sold for. Hopefully it sells. I just thought this would be a little fun idea to see if I could make a little bit extra money on the side just flipping furniture. So I'm going to bring you guys on the floor. I'm going to take my hand at seeing if I can cut and staple this new fabric on. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I already took off one of the seats, so I will do the others, but let's just start with one and see if we can do it. All right, so the first thing I did was measure it out just to make sure I had the right amount of fabric for the seat. I used this flexible measuring tape and just regular scissors. I didn't need like special fabric scissors or anything like that. And I flipped it over and I just started stapling really. I got this staple gun on Amazon, so if you guys want, I can link it down below, but I really like it. It's fairly easy to use once you get the hang of it. You just have to put enough strength into it. So the hard part about these were folding the corners, and the reason it was so hard was because I don't know if you can tell, but one edge is flat and then the other edges are kind of a little bit rounded. It's not a perfect square. It's the weirdest shape. Like, I did not expect it to be such oddly shaped. So the first one was kind of a little bit messy, but then I got the hang of it for the others and I made them all a lot straighter and neater. So I just kept stapling and pulling the fabric to make sure that it was straight and wouldn't have wrinkles on the front side of it. And figuring out the corners was tricky. It was more like just trial and error. I kept trying different folds and then looking and seeing that it wouldn't work, so I would try it again. And I did end up finding a fold that worked for me, but like I said, it took a while. As you can tell, this is sped up, so I want to say it took me like 5 minutes to really figure out good folds. And it was almost like every single time I got to a corner, I had that struggle. So each corner was kind of folded differently. I don't know if that makes sense, but as you could tell, it's a little bit lopsided here at the bottom, but it ended up looking really nice once I was done. But yeah, the corners were just tricky. I think that if you had a perfect square, it would be a lot easier to figure out a nice fold. But since mine was not a perfect square, it just made it a lot trickier. I even ended up having to take out some of the staples and redoing it because once I got to that last corner, I realized there was really no way for me to fold it with the way that I had done it. So yeah, this was my first one, and the rest of them didn't
end up this way, but it ended up great after I figured it out. Also, just to mention, my staple gun came in a set with this staple remover, so I think that's pretty cool. It also had different size staples, so for different kind of projects. I really like that because I didn't have to go out and buy all that stuff separately. So yeah, I eventually figured this seat out. Don't worry, I know it took a long time. I do really like how it turned out. I think that the black faux leather vinyl, like fake leather material, looks so sleek, and it was actually very comfortable and easy to clean, I realized after I did all of them. So here I am putting the seat cushion back on, and it had to be drilled in, and I realized I didn't mark out where the holes were to drill them in, so that was my mistake on the first one. But my boyfriend helped me out, and turns out you could actually drill it into anywhere. It didn't have to be that exact same pocket hole that had been there previously. So we ended up figuring that out and drilled new holes, and it was actually lined up a lot better. So yeah, we were pretty excited about that. So here I am ripping out the bottom and showing you guys how I removed the seat cushion. It came with a lot of staples, so I did remove a few of them, but not all of them. And then I just simply unscrewed 4 screws on the corners, and the seat pushed out very easily. Also, I didn't mention on the first one, but I also wiped it all down and cleaned it as well, just because it did actually end up having some like food gunk underneath there. It was so gross actually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for upholstering these chairs.
All right, guys, so I have all the chairs complete now, and I was actually thinking I'm going to be listing them as a dining room set, but while I was reupholstering them, I was thinking, you know what, I should kind of try them out as a conversation set, like a 2-piece maybe for like the edge of your bed at your bedroom, or like 2 accent chairs in your living room. Because my reasoning for this is, if I sold it as a whole set, I'd probably list it at $350 because, you know, they're not brand new. They are very, very nice and retro and like unique, but I still think not that many people would spend more than that. However, if you sell them in sets of 2 as a conversation set or accent chairs, I feel like $200 for 2. So I'm gonna try that and I'm gonna stage it. I actually have a conversation set right here in my living room, 2 accent chairs. So and they look very similar to this because like this is so my vibe. I'm gonna take pictures of them there, stage it, see what I think. Yeah, let's see how that looks. So I know the lighting is like super hard to see, but I'm gonna try to take some good pictures. I think this looks really, really cool for a living room set. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the listing that I take and see what happens from there.
All right, so I listed it on Facebook Marketplace by selecting the photos and coming up with a title. I did list these as accent chairs, like I said, to see if that would work. I listed them for $225 and then basically just described the type of chair it is, the material it's made out of, and all that. I also added a pretty lengthy description, which I normally don't do, but I felt like I really wanted to give the customer an idea for what I think these chairs would be used for and how they would look really cute in somebody's home. So I did end up adding that, but I don't know if that's actually necessary to do, so don't take my word on that yet. And then I did add some tags that I felt like people would search for when looking for these chairs, like dining chair, accent chair, just plain chairs, wood chairs, and all that. And then I listed it.
Hey guys, so I'm currently editing the video right now on my laptop, but I do want to let you guys know that I did sell them. I did have trouble with it, so not gonna lie. I had listed them for $225. I didn't hear anything really for about a week, and then I did have some people ask if they could get it for like cheaper, and a lot of people were super lowballing me, so I was kind of saying no. So then I did lower it to $200. Still only got like a few lowballs, so I lowered it again to $190, and then I did have someone hit me up that was just straight to the point, and I really like that. She was like, how much can I do this? Can I come today? Okay, done. So I ended up selling it to her for $170, and she picked it up today. She got 2 chairs, and then obviously I have 2 more, so I do have somebody coming tomorrow for $125 for both of them, and that's only because I ended up damaging one of them. I scratched it up completely, and it's my fault, so that's why I lowered it down to $125. She's coming tomorrow, and she knows about the damage and everything, so she's fine with that. So yeah, as long as that goes through, I will upload this. And so I ended up making $295, and since I did spend $93 on all the supplies, I ended up profiting $202, which I think is so cool to just kind of make that on the side, and it was actually a lot of fun. So this is not going to be my last furniture flip. I'm definitely going to be doing this again, and I'm actually going garage sale shopping tomorrow since it is the weekend, and see if I could find anything else that I could possibly flip. So if you did like this type of video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video so that I know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.